Okay, these switches you can find in microwaves. Little micro switches. And sometimes, well, I think they're on the right-hand side of the panel when you open up the microwave. But usually there's quite a few in some of the older microwaves. There's quite a few of these switches. And let me try another one here. Let's see if this one's open or closed naturally. Okay, that one's a little different. This one works by releasing rather than pushing. See that? There's that one. And these are all got out of microwaves. And then here's a big one right here. Let's try number 1. See, number 1 and number 2 is normally open, I think. Yep. And you can see on the picture circuit 1 and 2, and there's a break right there, so that's normally open. So on this one you push to set it off, and on this one it's always open. You release to set it off. This one you push to set it off. Release to set it off. Push to set it off. Real simple switch. And let's try one more. This one right here. This is an NC. So it was meant to be in the position like this, and then you release it and it goes off. But let me show you something cool about these switches though. What you can do, let's say you want to make this micro switch into a hair switch where it gets set off a lot easier. Let me see here. I think this one you have to release it, I think, to... I see something here. I'm just curious what the release point is here. So what I do is I take my micrometer, the one that's got the reader in there, and I just kind of back off so I can tell what distance from here to the contact point will make it go off. And you see right there, pretty accurate. So here's how this application would work. If you build a block around this and you leave a few thousandths of an inch, you can turn it into a hair switch, and I'll show you how to do that. So you got 688, right? That's the dimension you want surrounding this switch. So here's what it would look like. You'd have it like this, and you'd have stops. This would be solid, unmovable. This one would be movable. And what you'd do is you'd have a stop going from here to here, so that if something hit it, it would come back and start off at its original point where it was, which would be right here, 688. So that way, if anything just barely touches it, it'll set it off, but it'll return the switch back to where it was before. So that's how that would work. So let's see if we can do that here. Okay. Alright, my mistake. it's closed, but once it gets larger than 688, it goes off. So it's closed now. So if something pulls on this part right here, see that? That's how it works. So I forgot, this is the kind of switch that it's got to come out in order to go on rather than go in. So let's find an in one. These are all micro switches here. Okay, this is the one I really wanted to talk about, this one here. So what you could do is you could set it up so that it almost touches, but not quite. See? And then when it returns, you'll have stop points right here so that it'll stop. So it'll go in when slightly touched and then return to its original position. So that's how that would work. And once again, if you want to set these, you can just take a micrometer like this. Make sure you got the ones with the view window. And this isn't perfect, this is just for reference. But let's see where it gets set off at. Okay, 688, 687, 689. So somewhere in there, you know, within 2 to 3 thousandths of an inch, which isn't bad for a switch. That's pretty dang accurate. So there's a little bit of play in there. These are cool switches though, and the nice thing about them is they give you little holes so you can drill them into a piece of wood. So if you ever want to collect junk, tear open a bunch of microwaves, take these switches and then toss the microwave somewhere in a garbage scrap heap or something. So microwaves have inside of them, some of them, I'm just going to show you the ones I found in one microwave, up to $5 to $20 worth of micro switches inside of a used microwave that some of you guys could probably sell online. Probably make a few bucks, I suppose. But you have to have plenty of microwaves though. So you'd have to have a microwave drive where everybody puts their old microwave at the corner, but don't tell them why. But this is what you're after, the switches that are in them. So that's another little electronic secret. I'm sure there's other switches and other things you can get to. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video.